Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Zelda the Wind Waker. And last time, we completed the big collection run of the game, where we got all the heart pieces, and most of the treasure charts and their treasures. And now, it is time to finally get on with some story stuff, and get the rest of the treasure charts. So, last time, the last thing we did actually was complete the side quest with the Deku, or the Koroks. We planted, or we got water to all the Koroks who had trees that were dying, and that gave us the last heart piece of the game. So now that we have all the heart pieces and everything, and we have the entire map filled in, and we have all the Triforce charts and most of the treasure charts, we can finally go on to Tingle Island and have Tingle decipher all of our treasure charts, and then we can use them. So, alright, so if you remember, I've said that in order to get all the Triforce charts deciphered, you have to have just about 2,800 rupees. The exact number you have to have is like 2786 or something like that. I know it's very close to that number. But so as long as you have that many rupees, you can come and you can get all the Triforce charts deciphered and get them all done. So, and you do have to decipher them all like one by one, but the text when you talk to Tingle, it kind of like flows. Like, you don't have to, like, you talk to him and then you stop talking to him and then you have to push the A button again and then get to where you can decipher a chart. You don't have to do that, because as long as you have a Triforce chart that still needs deciphered, he will, like, keep mentioning it and you can just keep pushing A. That fragrant musty scent. Sir, you have found a chart. Yes, yes. Now do your silly dance. Okay, so 398 rupees, and then we will keep doing this until they're all deciphered. So, I will speed this up, and then when we're done we can move on. Okay, and with that, we now have all the Triforce charts deciphered. And as you can see, that basically killed our 5,000 rupees. But we still have 2,200 left, and we still have more treasure charts that we're going to pick up, so that means more rupees. So not a problem at all. Mr. Fairy, I've marked the location of the Triforce shard on your incredible chart too. When you open this chart by pressing Y on the C chart, the place where the treasure is shall shine forth. Then just go to that place and rely on your chart to help you find the treasure. Alright, so Triforce charts work almost identical to treasure charts. Basically, you go to them and you basically see where the Triforce piece is going to be. Now, the only difference with this is that, well, there's really not a difference at all. You just have to find the square, and you'll know where to get the Triforce piece. So, and I'll tell you where all the Triforce pieces are and what islands have what charts and all that stuff. So you don't have to worry about trying to find them all. So, there is a treasure chart that we can get on this island, on this square, that we kind of passed when we came here the first time because we didn't have the chart. And so we want to use treasure chart number 25, which is one of the few that we haven't used yet. Oh wait, not 25, what? What number is it? Because I don't know. Oh, number 10. Number 20. You know what, let's just go ahead and open up all the charts that we don't have open yet. I mean, might as well. Yeah, see number 10 on this island, northeast of Tingle's Cone Head. Number 3 still not open. And number 28. And number 40 and 41. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get this chart here, and then we'll start going to other islands. So we want to go back to treasure chart number 10. And we are on like the opposite side of where it actually is, which is great. So, I'm sorry if you guys hear like some loud noises in the background. There's like a really bad windstorm right now, and it's whipping a tarp that we have outside somewhere around, and it's really noisy. So, don't mind it too much. I'm hoping that the microphone will block out most of that noise, because this is supposed to be a noise-canceling microphone, and for the most part it works. And I actually found the little piece that goes on the end of it that's supposed to muffle the noise. So hopefully this will be okay. And that's the reason why my voice sounds so muffled on this this headset, is because of that little piece. But, you know, that's not really a problem because it doesn't sound too bad. Okay, and we get a silver rupee, and that is 200 of the rupees that we just spent back already. So, oh, your forest water has become plain water. No, we failed the side quest. No, we really didn't, because we already completed it. So that doesn't matter one little bit. So, alright, first things first. In addition to getting Triforce charts, we also need to get the rest of the treasure charts. So what I'm going to be doing is going through most of the islands, or some of the squares again, and getting the stuff that we hadn't picked up before. So the first thing we need to do is teleport to 4, which is Greatfish Isle. So let's go ahead and go there, and then I'll tell you what we're going to do when we get there. Alright, so on Greatfish Isle, we need to get, or we can use treasure chart number, or Triforce chart number 1, and we can get our first piece of the Triforce. And it'll be a magical moment, because it'll be our first Triforce piece. And there's only 8 that we have to collect, so this shouldn't be too long of a journey. Alright. And you got a Triforce chart. Sorry about the late reaction. You need 7 more shards to form a complete piece of the Triforce. Okay. So now we are going to sail southwest to square 13 to use treasure map number 28. So I will meet you guys on that square. And most of this part is probably going to be sped up because I want to get through this puny collection run as quickly as possible so we can move on to the final little bit of story that we have to do. So I'll meet you guys in the next square. Okay, so on square 1-3 we need to use treasure map number 28. So we will go ahead and whip that out and use it. Okay, now that we've used that treasure chart, the next thing we need to do is teleport back to square 2-4 and then sail northwest to square 1-5, where we will use another treasure map. So I'll meet you guys there. Alright, so on this square we need to use treasure map number 8. And I'm also going to go ahead and stop, since this is a fairy island, I'm going to go and go into the island and get a fairy or two, because it's just a little bit of preparation for the final dungeon. So I'm going to have, basically before I go in there, I'm going to have another elixir soup, like a full one, and 3 fairies. So I will meet you guys back after I do all that. Alright, so after doing all that, we need to go north and clear the next 2 squares because they're both blank as far as treasure charts, and we have not used anything on those yet. So on square 1-6, we're going to be using treasure map number 41, and then in square 11 or 17 we will be using treasure map number 25. So I will do that, speed it up, and I'll talk when it's all done. Okay, and with that, we are done with most of column 1, except for this island right here. Did we? Oh, we haven't used the chart with Outset Island, but we will be doing that very soon. So, I picked up the Great Fairy chart, and let me just go ahead and show you that real quick. Basically, all it does is it shows you the location of all the fairy islands on the ocean, and also it shows you where you can find a fairy. The ones that have the big, like specters or whatever, I don't know exactly what you'd call that, the big crystals on the end of their staffs, those are ones that are special and that take a little bit to get to. The one that's just southeast of us, that one actually is Mother and Child Isle, and in order to get that, you have to have the Ballad of the Gales in order to get you into that island. And then the one that is just 2 squares east of Outset Island, that one you have to kill a giant octo to make appear. And then all the other ones, I believe, are just from Fairy Islands. I think that's just all those are. But not really a very useful map now that we've already gotten all the fairies, but I mean, it could be useful for people who are playing the game and they're new to it and they haven't discovered all the fairy islands yet. So, alright, the next thing we're going to do is teleport to square 2-1, and then we're going to use treasure or Triforce map number 4 on square 2-1, and then we're going to go west and use treasure map number 9. So, after that, I will commentate back and tell you what we're doing next.